What's up guys, Jim Yosef here and welcome to a brand new video and welcome to a daily dose of transfer gospel. And today it's going to be Friday the 7th of July. I just want to mention before we get started in today's episode that potentially at some point throughout this video my fans on my Mac could get very loud, and if they do start making noise I do apologise about that. Right, and just before we get started with the confirmed deals, as always you can show support by leaving a like rating, that'd be absolutely awesome. Remember, 1,000 likes is the target for today's video. If you're new to my channel, make sure to click the subscribe button for daily FIFA content and press the notification tab next to it to become part of the notification squad. If you missed yesterday's video, it'll be down below in the description box. And today's question of the day, what is your favourite gaming platform right now? Is it Xbox One? Is it PlayStation 4? It could be PC. Let me know your answers down below in the comments. But let's jump into confirmed transfers, and the very first one is at one for Burnley. That is going to be Charlie Taylor joining the club from Leeds United on a free transfer. And next up we've got Richard Sterman going to Sheffield United from Fulham for an undisclosed fee. I'm pretty sure last season he's out on loan to Wolves. Next up we got on to Josh Tymon going to Stoke City from Hull City on a free transfer, and that deal went through a couple of days ago. Then we've got a player that's probably not going to be on FIFA 18, and that is going to be Danny this year. He's 83 rated, but he's joining Slavia Prague, who right now are not FIFA Ultimate Team. In fact, they're playing Czech Republic, and I think back on FIFA 10, that league was in the game. But as of FIFA 17, it's currently not, and he's joined from Zenit on a free deal. Then we go on to Graham Dorrans going to Rangers from Norwich for a fee of 1.3 mil. He's followed by a player that right now I'm pretty sure hasn't been fully announced, hence why it's not been in the video before, and that is Jerry Mathieu. So as of right now he's still a Barcelona player, still has 1 year left his current deal at Barca, but he's been given permission to train with Sporting, so it'll probably be a free transfer eventually, and I imagine it could be announced very soon. And it was about 5 or 6 days ago he was allowed to train with them, but as of right now again, it's not been fully announced. Next up we go on to Nacho going to Real Valladolid from Rayo Vallecano on a free deal. Then we go on to Lassana Koulibaly going to Angers in the French league from SC Bastia for 1.7 mil. They also signed the next guy, and that is going to Angelo Fulgini, also going to Angers like I said before, from a team in the second tier called Valencia, I think the name is, for 1.19 mil. Then we go on to Vernon Anita, going to Leeds United from Newcastle on a free transfer, and to be fair, he's a very versatile player. And it seems like a pretty solid signing for Leeds. Then we go on to Gael Clichy going to Turkey this time to Basaksehir from Man City on a free transfer. And because I know I said that team name wrong right there, I'll show you right here, Basaksehir. And that's the same team that Emmanuel Adebayor is playing for. And then we go on to Kutska going to Trabzonspor in Turkey from AC Milan for an undisclosed fee. He's followed by Barragan going to Real Betis from Middlesbrough on loan deal for the season. Then we've got a familiar face for Swansea fans, that is going to be Jonathan de Guzman going to Frankfurt in the Bundesliga from Napoli for an undisclosed fee. Then we've got Roque Meza going to Swansea City this time from UD Las Palmas in Spain for £11 million. That's a very solid signing. Augustin has gone to Leipzig in Germany from Paris Saint-Germain for a fee of just over £11 million. So apparently it's a 5-year contract for him. And what I covered a few days ago is going to Iborra, going to Leicester City from Sevilla for an undisclosed fee. But they fully announced it last night, so of course before it was only Sevilla, but now Leicester have also played their part. And the final confirmed transfer today is going to Andrea Conti going to Milan. I think he's their 7th or 8th signing so far this season, but from Atalanta for €24 million. He arrived in Milan yesterday to undergo his medical, and Milan have tweeted about that on top of it, so it should be fully announced by the end of today. But now we've got 2 contract extensions. The very first one is the legend himself, Iker Casillas, getting a 1-year deal at FC Porto. The other one is going to Pedro Obiang of West Ham, signing a new deal until 2022. But now we move on to potential deals, and the very first one is for Brentford. According to Sky sources, they're closing in on the signing of FC Twente midfielder Mokotjo. The 26-year-old is due in London to undergo a medical and finalise personal terms. And in regards to FIFA Ultimate Team, that silver tots card right there is pretty damn well rounded. Then we go on to Matthias Jorgensen, also has a very good tots card. Today linked to Huddersfield according to Sky sources again. Huddersfield Town are in advanced talks to sign Copenhagen's Danish defender Matthias Jorgensen. And out of all the Premier League sides so far, I'm pretty certain that Huddersfield have signed the most players. Next up we go on to Wayne Rooney, and according to Guardian today, Rooney's move to Everton is dependent on the club matching his £250,000 a week wages he currently has at Manchester United. And this one does tie in with something later on in the episode, we'll get there in just a moment. Next up we go on to Olivier Giroud, and 2 different articles today. The first one is from Foot Mercato. Olivier Giroud has held discussions with Everton manager Royal Koeman about a possible move. But according to the Daily Telegraph, French side Marseille are in pole position to sign Arsenal striker Giroud in a £24.7 million deal after the Gunners completed a club record deal for Alexander Lacazette. Just before Lacazette was announced, some reports were saying that Giroud, who decided his future after Arsenal front line, has been fully decided, and right now, he's definitely still a backup option. And the thing about Giroud, he's a very good backup option off the bench for Arsenal, a fantastic plan B, but he's not going to start for Arsenal over someone like Lacazette. I know Giroud does start above Lacazette in the French national team, but that's a completely different topic. And just like the Wayne Rooney deal before I mentioned, this also ties into another deal later on in the episode. Next up though, we got on to Munir of Barcelona. According to Sport today, Lyon are lining up a move for Barca striker Munir to replace Arsenal's new striker Lacazette. He is expected to leave the Camp Nou this summer after last season spending out on loan to Valencia. The 21-year-old recently rejected an offer from Zenit St. Petersburg. Barca were keen to sell him to the Russian club, who offered 15 million euros for the striker. But according to the report, Munir didn't want to play in Russia. He is followed by Kelechi Iheanacho, today very close to joining Leicester City. So according to pretty much every single source on the internet today, Leicester are now favourites to sign Kelechi Iheanacho after West Ham dropped out the £25 million race to sign him. He's thought to be keen to make this switch, and Leicester apparently are very much willing to spend the £25 million on him. And that does seem to be Man City's current asking price for him, and for FIFA 18, that could be a hyperlink right there to Musa. And next up, according to L'Equipe, Arsenal have submitted a new bid for AS Monaco midfielder Thomas Lemar worth €45 million. Sky Sports have said their first bid was £30 million, their second one is £40 million. And keeping on the topic of AS Monaco, their sporting director called Antonio Cordon has asked to leave the club. And that's because he's already agreed to join a new project according to L'Equipe again, and apparently that project is AC Milan. So not only are Milan making very positive signings for next season, they're potentially recruiting just as well for off the pitch also. But some reports are saying Monaco is still very adamant they're not selling any more players this summer. Next up, we've gone to a player that also plays for Monaco, and that is going to be Kylian Mbappe. So first up, according to the Daily Mail, Real Madrid are losing ground in the race to sign Mbappe as they continue to stall on a world record deal. Le Parisien appeared to have said that Arsenal's and also Real Madrid's €135 million offers for Mbappe remain on the table. And PSG is set to match it, but now a final one regarding Mbappe. According to Diario Gold today, Monaco's Mbappe has laid out his conditions for joining Real Madrid. Mbappe is said to want wage parity of Gareth Bale and will expect to be the club's second highest paid player behind Cristiano Ronaldo. Now personally, I don't believe that whatsoever because he seems like a type of kid that's very down to earth and just wants to play football. I think he'd rather get guaranteed first team chances than just a massive wage. And Real Madrid are considered the biggest club in the world right now, and can an 18-year-old really demand stuff from Madrid? Again, no matter how good he is, I don't think so. And now a deal that first up like is definitely going through, then it broke down, then apparently it's going to West Ham United, and that's Anthony Modeste. But according to Bill today, Modeste will get his move to Tianjin Quanjian despite the deal looking to be dead in the water. And the apparent fee for this one is €37.5 million. Next up we go on to James Rodriguez. According to AS today, Chelsea are prepared to table a significant offer for Real Madrid midfielder James Rodriguez. But the reason I put this in the video is because according to the Daily Mirror, manager Antonio Conte's future at Chelsea is in doubt because the Italian is furious at the club's summer transfer failings. I'm pretty certain they're yet to sign any player whatsoever. Of course, Bakayoko, that was dragged out for a long time. Same goes in fact for Alexandro. They apparently missed out on Lukaku, which I'll get to in just a moment, and Diego Costa looks like he's leaving. I think at some point in the very near future, Chelsea will start getting some signings flowing in, but at this point in time, not happening right now. And it's not been the first time this summer that Antonio Conte, his future has been in doubt. But now a very short article regarding Belotti potentially going to Chelsea, so apparently according to Damasio, Chelsea are going in for him. And that is literally all that one says for now, but the final one today is, you probably could have guessed it, and that is going to be Lukaku. It was a very interesting and strange day regarding this deal yesterday, because first up, I uploaded my video at like 8 AM talking about a deal from last night, or Wednesday night really. On Wednesday night, the rumours started going about that United would pay £100 million to get Lukaku. And that's what I covered in yesterday's video, but I woke up and looked at Twitter and saw from Sky Sports News, Manchester United have agreed a £75 million fee with Everton to sign Lukaku. And just before I get any further with this actual deal, I can mention the Wayne Rooney one. Apparently, according to Daily Mirror, United is said to offer Wayne Rooney to Everton in a deal to bring Lukaku to the club. And of course, if Lukaku does go to United, Everton could get Giroud and Rooney. And now another update from Sky Sports that said that Manchester United have now ended their interest in Real Madrid striker Alvaro Morata. Lukaku will have his medical in the next couple of days and should be able to join Manchester United on their tour of the USA. But then very shortly after Sky tweeted all this stuff out, a lot of Sky employees have actually gone against it. So for example, Jim White tweeted, senior Everton sources say they have not agreed a £75 million fee with United for Lukaku. As Sky's actual wording for this does say senior Everton sources have told us no deal has been agreed to sell Lukaku to Manchester United, but our sources say a bid has been accepted, but Everton say no deal yet. It's a very confusing one because to break it down very simply, it says a £75 million fee has been agreed, a transfer deal has not been agreed between the two clubs, and will he join Manchester United? I have no idea. A lot of people seem to think that Sky Sports aren't very reliable in comparison to what they were before, and personally, I'd probably say I agree. So if you go back a few years ago, if Sky Sports put something out, usually it's like 99% reliable. But now on a very regular basis, as Sky sources, it's always newspapers and Twitter, they've also been wrong quite a lot. But one thing to consider is that BBC have also run this story. And in my opinion, they're still pretty reliable. We've got one more story to cover though from The Guardian. It says Chelsea are expected to step up their interest in Lukaku despite Manchester United agreeing a fee with Everton for the striker. And that deal potentially could go on for a fair amount of time, guys, but that is a fun one for today's video. So as always, if you enjoyed it, show support by leaving a like rating. That'd be absolutely awesome. Remember, 1,000 likes is the target for today's video. If you're new to my channel, make sure to click that subscribe button for daily FIFA content and press the notification tab next to it to become part of the notification squad. If you missed yesterday's video, it'll be down below in the description box. And today's question of the day, what is your favourite gaming platform? Is it Xbox, PlayStation, Nintendo Switch, PC? Let me know down below in the comments. So thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you next time.